Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Panda Pops and we are doing another Monday VoxEdit stream with me, your awesome host Panda. How is everyone doing? Also, I'm still having the camera issues, so if I freeze, I do apologize. For some reason, whenever I've done these ones, I've never had the freezing issue, knock on wood. But how is everyone doing? I am here to teach you and build things using VoxEdit, which is where you can create your Voxel NFTs for the Sandbox game. They don't all need to become NFTs. They can just be used within the games that you create, and we build things together, and I try and answer any of the questions that you may have. Pretty good. How about me? I'm not doing too bad. I've just had some paracetamol because I've been working with bright lights today, doing videos, trying to get those done, because last week did not go to plan with getting videos out for you guys. But this week is going to be different. I'm on it, but I'm also going to be having a headache all week because of bright lights. But yeah, this is what we've got going on so far. I said I would get a few bits done. So what I have got done is the guitar is pretty much done and almost got the hand in the right place. We might need to play about with that. I've also got Joseph's triangle made. This was super easy. I'll just go to it. It's basically a silver piece that's just 2 voxels wide, 2 deep there, and 18 long. And I duplicated that 3 times, and I also, let me click that, I also put it in its own node so I could move it around to position it without needing to move every single piece individually. Headache, sorry that you have a headache from, I don't know if it, I've already had that like a while ago, so I don't know whether that's from that. I don't think it is. I did a lateral flow test earlier and it came back negative, just to be sure, but it is usually bright lights because they're blaring into my face. But it's definitely not that. I've had that, and yeah, that wasn't fun at all. So happy to watch me live. Hi Mark, over on Facebook. Do you know what? That's the first time I've seen the Facebook message pop up on my restream, so that's awesome. Hello everyone, Purple Lioness, I see that you were first. And who said second? Dung. Great name. Right, so we're going to build the instruments today. We've also put some legs, and I've edited the box a little bit to have more like blood type stuff going on in here. But we've got legs, we've got a leg with a foot, and this will magically just come out of the box, and he'll be using that to ding the triangle, you know. It's a very large triangle. In all fairness, this is a very big triangle, but we're going with it. We're going with it. So we're gonna do a keyboard first, and then we're gonna do the drums, because I feel like the keyboard's gonna be much easier to get made. So what we're going to do is we're gonna go to the modeler. We're going to create new asset. Now I'm a little bit annoyed and I don't know how to get this back, but I used to have a bit on here that would say VoxEdit. So if I ever needed to go back and forth, I could just click VoxEdit and it would appear. But it's been replaced by desktop and I don't know why. But either way, we're going to pop in here, go to random and keyboard. We're going to choose our palette. There we go. But yeah, how is, oh, I'm frozen. I'm already frozen. What a great start. What a great start. I apologize for that. Just going to check what properties that's on. Yeah, I shouldn't be freezing. Very frustrating, but we'll be all right. We'll be all right. Anyway, how is everyone doing? For the keyboard, we're gonna do it in separate parts. We're gonna have like just the keyboard bit, and then we're gonna do similar with the triangle, where we're just gonna do 2 separate bits for the stand. Hey, Andy Ritchie, how you doing? How are you? We're making your keyboard, Andy, and for some reason I've forgotten what a keyboard looks like, so I'm gonna get an image of that up. Right, we're gonna go standard, just black and white. No, go for a standard keyboard look. Hello world. Well, hello Snake. Right. Definitely needs to be longer. I'm gonna go for a 60 in width. We can always make it shorter. And then from here, we're gonna just take... No, keep that on. Have that go up a little bit there. And then that bit. And then we're gonna have the old ivory. Have it go all the way across. Oh, stunning, right? Should we have it 1 or 2? Should it be 1 or 2? Oh, I've just realized I'm doing that all the way through. Right, yeah, should we have it like that, or should we have it double? I feel like double might be better. I'm doing great after seeing BZM price. Are you doing great after seeing the price today? Because the price yesterday was amazing. I'm kicking myself for being so busy that I wasn't playing for like the last couple of months, and then I come back and it's carnage out in the wasteland. Absolute carnage. After making this art, can we sell it as NFT? Yes, right now it's just for people that are approved to list as an NFT, to mint it as NFTs. But in the future, everybody will be able to upload and choose to mint as NFTs. So you will have the option to mint everything as NFTs. It's Panda Pops. It is Delcaz. Wow. Delcaz, I don't think I've seen you on a Sandbox stream before. Hello. How are you doing? It's been forever, by the way, Delcaz. Absolute forever. Where have you been? What have you been doing? Tell me about yourself. Make this a little bit bigger. It's been a while. It has. I sold like a third at 17 yesterday. I didn't get a chance to. I kept seeing how high gas was. I was like, oh, I might wait, but I didn't. I've been out of the loop. Honestly, I have been absolutely out of the loop. I've had so much going on that I've just been like, oh yeah, I'll catch up. I'll catch up in a bit. I'll catch up in a bit. It'll be fine. And then I'm just like, oh, wait, no, this is the price gas is right now. I think double thick is better. We're going to go for double thickness. Oh, whoops. Yeah, gonna go for a nice double thickness. Let's get rid of that. No. So yeah, I was like, oh, I'll wait for gas to go down, thinking just like a little something was happening, but no. Doing the crypto, buying some NFTs, doing the crypto thing. Yeah, same as everyone, isn't it, really? Everybody's doing the crypto thing. But yeah, I'm glad to see you too. All right. How's this looking in terms of, should I leave like just a small gap or a big gap? I feel like not getting it exactly how a keyboard looks probably doesn't matter too much when it comes to this. That's probably okay. Get like a nice little green, slightly darker gray. What have I missed? Yeah, oh yeah, I know you've been doing that. I've not looked too much into it. You guys still need to change the name of that, by the way. You are gonna have some huge legal issues with that name. But I did play it for a while, liked it. It's pretty good. But you are gonna have legal issues with that name. Not your call. I know it's not your call, but I know I'm not the only one that voiced that opinion to them. And yeah. More than okay, looks great. Hey, Cosmo Grog, how you doing? Well, yeah, more than okay. Oh, everybody's doing so well. I'm glad. But if anybody wants to take my headache away from me, feel free to. Right, that looks all right. I think. Are we okay with this? I think we need to make this just a little bit taller. There we go. I'm just fine. Why are you just fine? Just fine doesn't sound good. Just fine sounds like it's just fine. Right, let's go with like a little speakery type thing. Let's do it both sides. So we're putting in the mirror tool right here, and I'm just going to go over that color again. And then I'm going to grab this and we're going to make it look like there's little speakery bits. There we go. Nope, that's in the wrong position. There. Lovely. But I'm okay. Yeah, okay. It depends on how you emphasize the just. I'm just fine. I'm just no. It's either angry. You can't make just sound like a good thing. I'm just fine. I'm just fine. No, it can never say I'm just fine. No, you're either angry or you're a little bit sad. There's no just fine in that being a normal just fine moment. We're gonna go for like a silvery plate for the middle bit. And a slight bluish screen right here where we're gonna have some green text where it's going to be like number 017. That's what you've chosen. And then we're going to have a bunch of buttons over here. So we're going to have I don't want a green button. I have a big red button followed by two smaller buttons right there. We're going to have like a red, we're going to have like a blue. We're gonna have like doop orange button. I'm actually looking at a keyboard right now. They're either like brightly colored or just like grays and stuff. Doop. I have like a bunch right here. It's just like, yeah, look at all our buttonness. What else do we need? We probably do need like a green up here. Like a green, orange, yellow, like a random red right there. That makes sense. Anybody else just fine? No, nobody else should be just fine. But let's drink my tea and stuff. Anybody got any questions about Sandbox? Have we been enjoying the sand price? I haven't looked at it recently, but I know it wasn't doing too bad last week. It's gone down a little bit, but it's still holding nice and strong. Andy, how you liking your keyboard? Oh wait, this is like the band of the we're the undead band, so we need something like maybe some some blood splatter up here. I don't know. Do we like that? Maybe like a little bit of blood on the ivories. Are we okay with this? Looks great. Good. I was like, dots. I suppose one could rephrase it to nothing but fine. I'm nothing but fine. Oh, yeah, you could. That sounds better. I'm nothing but fine. Yeah. You're like, yeah, I'm nothing but fine, really. See, you could say that. That's what you should have said. There we go. We got like blood in odd places. Maybe even, I don't know how well I can make this because I don't want to do it as a separate voxel on here. I want to try and keep it as how it is with not many faces. I will hold sand until 2023 and then I will make a few million. I bet you will. I 100% bet you will. Right, let's have like a finger right there. Let's put a slight no, let's do we have like a lighter for a nail? And then let's get this let's copy this. Copy, go down here, we'll paste it on like just there. So it's kind of shadowed. That doesn't look shadowed. Alright, we'll get rid of that. We'll just have like bits of, does that look like a finger to you guys? Kind of does. We're gonna go with that. Oof, whoever played that keyboard ain't fine. It's Andy Rich's keyboard. There we go. We're gonna see how it looks in game. Yeah. We're gonna, not in game, in the setup. Oh, where is it? Right, that users, okay, and then VoxEdit. If anybody can shine some light on how I get VoxEdit to just appear back here, would be great, because I used to have my downloads down this side and that randomly disappeared, and then like 30 minutes before I did this, I was making a few bits and then randomly went to import something and my VoxEdit section had disappeared too, which is quite irritating. Right. It's too problematic to change the geometry of an avatar. I tried to make a feminine character and changed her figure, and I don't know if a change like that will be okay to add to your portfolio. Why wouldn't it? I mean, the females come with, what can I open quickly? This one. The females come, like, if you get a human, you can just generally put the female chest on there and the female head, although it's just the male head with longer hair. I think that's the only difference, but I don't see why changing bits and pieces, like giving them hips and stuff like that. I've done that over here on this one. Although you can't tell too much. But yeah, everything that's made here is made off of the human templates. Everything we've done here are all from the human templates. We've like chopped bits up, added things. Yeah, we've done all sorts. I mean, Joe's got a leg missing right here. We've got no leg. You can see the character I'm talking about in the Sandbox Discord VoxEdit creations. Right, in the VoxEdit creations, Game Maker, VoxEdit creations, are you the same name? Is it recent? I'm gonna scroll down to the bottom. Oh, that's pretty. I mean, why would that be an issue? That doesn't look like an issue at all. The hair looks like it might be an issue with the hair and the arms. especially if you're doing animations on it. I'm assuming you're doing animations, or if you're using the animations from the human template, you want to make sure there's no Z fighting. So go through, I can't do it on these ones, but if I go back to this one, so go through every one of these animations and play them and make sure like where parts of like different legs and stuff go in and out, that you don't get any Z fighting. Z fighting is where you'll see like where two colors are trying to fight to sort of be the one to be seen, and you get like zigzaggy like stripes. You don't want that. Like, that's okay. That's not like we've not got like the issue there. I don't think this one's got any issues, which is very lucky. But with the hair that I'm seeing, if that's your one, will there be a giveaway? There will be. I will announce when the form goes live, and I'll put it in the chat, so you just need to be patient. But yeah, that's... I would just say make sure you've not got any issues, but I don't see why there'd be issues with that. It looks perfectly fine. Also, are you doing it to get approved for the creator fund? Because they're not precisely looking for you to do things in their exact style to get into the creator fund, just as long as you're showing that you're competent enough to do creations and stuff. And the whole creator fund process when you are making assets is you'll have a theme, you'll create something off of the form, that there is a list of stuff for you to create. So let's say you need to create a human and in a certain theme, and you create that and you put it up there. It will get reviewed by the leader of your group, who will come back with feedback, but if they think it's fine, they'll just say it's been checked, and then somebody else will also look over it and double check if there's any issues, if it fits the style or anything like that, and then they will give you feedback like, not quite the style, do this, do that, and you'll get stuff like that, like feedback given back. But if it's fine, it will just say approved, and you can upload it within the creator fund. I'm pretty new here. Quick tip on where to get started, please. You can go take a look. Sorry, just plug. I'm plugging myself. I'm just gonna plug myself right here. You can go check out my YouTube channel, Panda Pops. I do lots of VoxEdit stuff, plus I live stream. I would suggest checking out other live streamers as well. Join the Sandbox Discord, and there is a section on there for actually which has a whole bunch of live streamers, and they tweet when they post when they're going to go out, and there should be a schedule, and there's a lot of us that cover different time zones. I would say just play about with the templates a little bit. I found to be really, really helpful. So instead of trying to create your own person, go to templates. Let's say click medium human and just play about, recolor those. Think of like maybe an everyday item, well, maybe not an a bed. A bed is a really good way, or depending on what you enjoy doing. So, you know, maybe make a guitar. If you like architectural stuff, maybe build a column. I generally use concept art for a lot of the stuff when making my own things. So I wanted to do for one of my own items I've been doing, Witch's Cottage. So I wanted to do oh, that's on the modeler. Sorry, open file. I wanted to do a witch's cottage, so I ended up Googling like a bunch of cottages, just old cottages, and then I sort of took the shape and the style of some of them and added my own little bits and pieces and changed things about, and just took sort of inspiration and like color palette ideas like that, and just play about with it, like these columns. But I would say a really good way is obviously watch YouTubers, watch YouTube videos, watch tutorials, tune in for live streams, stuff like that. I'm here to be able to answer your questions. I know we are building things as well. We're trying to get this sort of stuff done. But I am also here to be able to help you guys understand it more. So if you need to be able to understand something, then ask and I will try and help the best I can. Any of you, yay! Also, my tutorials will be up. I know I made like this is gonna be the start of my tutorial. I'm talking you through what I'll be covering, and that was a little while ago, and it's been delayed and delayed and delayed, but it will be out this week. I promise you. The first episode, the first video is going to be talking all about how to use the model tool and stuff like that. So I'm so sorry. Did you get the Pink Lemonade collection? I did not, Mark Simpson. Did not. Well, I really disappointed, but no. I've not bought anything for a little while. I'm holding stuff. You can, okay, done that. Let's check this. What I really want is to make the avatars items for my game and at the same time make a good looking portfolio for the creative end. Oh, that's really good. So yeah, I would say keep out what you're doing. And it looks fine. I would obviously double check with the Z fighting, stuff like that. Like, make sure if you're doing custom animations, then check that out once you've finished everything. Every time I see her, the market dumps. Every time you see me? Does it? Why does the market dump every time you see me? It doesn't. The other week it was doing fine. Sand is doing okay. AXS is doing amazing. I would say Sand's doing pretty good. BZN doing really well. They're the ones I follow the most. We won't talk about SLP. Waiting for your tutorials. I'm so sorry, guys. What are the most common mistakes beginner VoxEdit creators make when starting? That character I made was my first one. Proportions. I would say a lot of beginners get the proportions wrong, which is why I think it's important to play about with the templates, because they're made to be within proportion to what the worlds are meant to be like in the sandbox. So, and yeah, and when you're making other items for them as well. So a guitar I made was like far too large. Luckily, that's annoying. Luckily, they were prop pieces, so it was fine for them to be large. But when it comes to this guy needing this character holding a guitar, I needed it to be the right size. The triangle is obviously bigger than a normal triangle, but for what we're making, it's fine. And the same with like the doors and stuff. If you're making buildings, you need to make them in the like sort of correct proportions. So I know it's correct me if I'm wrong. I think you guys are now allowed to sort of export stuff in a way where if you're not a pre-launch asset artist, you can at least test it in game. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure that's either available for you guys to do or will soon be available for you guys just to check that, but not to be able to upload to the marketplace. And in that case, definitely game test everything. So if you make a building, pull it in the game, make sure you do that. Another thing people don't realize is collision. So when you animate anything, it puts a collision box over the widest points. So when making this, we're going to have animations. We're going to have them look like they're playing their instruments and doing all of that, which means there's going to be a collision box around the whole thing. So people won't be able to, unless they turn collisions off, which will be a little bit weird in game, because then you'll be able to just walk straight through the people. But yeah, you won't be able to have a character walk next to it. It's much like with this, there is absolutely no animation. So the collision is only where you see this white box. So there's a collision around that post. There's like, this is perfect in size, all of that. So if you have that building maybe next to something that they can jump up onto, they could potentially get on the roof and it wouldn't matter. However, if this was animated, if there was some form of animation, it would cover the entire thing. I've seen quite a few people make those mistakes, not realizing that. So as an example, something I made was this, and I wanted it to be there to be a couple of animations. So I wanted there to be like an opening animation, a door open, like just open like this is, a closed door animation, and a closing door animation. However, with any animation, it will, even static ones where there's not actually, if you do open, so if I just had that door open and then another one where it's just closed and there's no actual movement, it will still do that, because to make it work you need to have it at one keyframe if you do more than one animation. So yeah, so I had to make it so the door was always open, so in the game the person would be able to actually walk inside and see that from the inside. So yeah, you got to be careful about that stuff. That glitching that you said about the textures is one of those, but it's there, could be wrong and we can't notice it. No, so there's the Z fighting, but then there's also that's too small to do. Let me go to something a little bit bigger. Last month, large tower. Right, this is a good one because you can see it really easily. So this is actually how it'll look. This door bit right here, there's no issue, but if I zoom out, you see there's all these lines and stuff. That isn't actually going to be in the game, that's fine, it's just something VoxEdit does. But with the Z fighting, I have nothing with Z fighting. Maybe I need to make something just to show you guys. But if you upload it and it goes in the game, where's the hip? There we go. Right, I can maybe add something on here just to try and make it do it. So if I just do that, and we'll do climb, kind of, it's not really positioned well enough to have that issue, but you'll be able to see it, but if it's uploaded, there won't be a fix for it unless you then create a new one and replace it. Another thing that people don't realize is obviously you need to trim everything. So that box that you create everything in, at the top here, there's trim volumes. You press that. Oh wait, can you guys see Restream chat? I feel like Restream chat isn't coming up. Give me 1 second. Is Restream chat working for you guys? Oh, I'm so silly. I'm on the... I am so sorry. Right. There you go. Now you should be able to see Restream chat. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so you need to make sure you trim all of that. Hey, Jazzwolf, have I missed the Wizzy link? No, you have not. What time is it? Oh, it's 1:30. Okay, right. It needs to go out. Thanks for reminding me. I will get that. Fill it in now. Please remember, if you have already... Oh, I need to get the smaller link. Oh, send short copy. There we go. Can't see? What can't you see? You can see me, right? You can see this. Seen any videos talking about the things you're talking here? It would, yeah, that's the whole series I'm doing. That's going to cover absolutely everything. The old tutorials for VoxEdit are from previous versions. They're always updating, so I'm trying to make sure that I get cover stuff now before it updates again. I have uploaded an asset to the game maker with a few animations, but even when I select the idle animation, which is static, it shows another animation and keep looping. don't know why. Wait. So you've made one asset with a few animations and you select idle. That should be idle. Have you just double check in here whether just check that it's not been named wrong. Like that can sometimes happen when you click new. Just double check it's not been named wrong, and you should be able to make click for it to not loop during all that stuff that comes up when you go to select like animations and stuff. There should be one that says like looping, and just tick that off. Ah, there you go. Yeah, I get it. Jazz Wolf, I did change you a little bit. I didn't want to change you too much. The guitar's in front of your chest, but I did give you a chest, and I gave you longer hair on the side. I didn't want to change you too much because you're meant to be the one that looks the most like a skeleton. So I hope that's all right. Keyboard. Did we move the keyboard over here? I don't think we did. Oh, yep, there it is. We've got a lot over in the library, so oh, the keyboard's so big. Oh my gosh, we made it too big. This is, oh, whoops. This is why you test everything. Test it all, people. But it might not actually be too bad. I might just need to change a few bits. Yeah, that needs to go small. But this is usually I try and make things smaller than bigger because it's easier to size up items and add more than it is to size them down. But we'll go with it. Shouldn't be too much. I think if we just go in like that, probably like scoot it in slightly and a little bit more. And I think making the black keys need to 100% just be one size. Perfect if you're all thumbs. Right, so thanks, no problem, Jazz Wolf. But yeah, double check that big Kabiza. Just go to your VoxEdit and just double check that those animations haven't been named incorrectly, because that can definitely happen. And now we've got the fun task of trying to get this correct. Right, let's go with there. Okay, I'm gonna take the mirroring tool out. Oh, whoops, I'm recoloring. I wasn't meant to only recolor. Okay, right. Is it a little bit easier? Doop, doop, doop. And we skip a little bit. 2, 3, skip a little bit. 1, 2, skip a little bit. 1, 2. Oh, I need to make it fit in a little bit more. Okay, so 1, 2, and then 3. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't feel like there's a big enough gap. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go for a 4 right there. I'm gonna be cheeky. And then too many. 2. Right, we'll try again. Do you have any idea why I can't add or buy the Beast Quest asset in the marketplace yet? I don't know why. I don't even know what the Beast Quest asset is. I've told you I've been out of the loop. What's been going on? Give me some context and maybe I can help. Hopefully. Let's recolor that like this, and we'll go from here again, where we'll go 1, 2, and then we'll just have a random one right there. Okay, that looks doable. Wait, your zombies are looking real nice. Thank you. They're they were meant to be skeletons, and then they kind of just turned into an undead band because they started looking less like just skeletons and more like general undeadness. But I appreciate the compliment. And unfortunately, we couldn't do them too much like skeletons because of the whole face. Oh, that's another thing, people, for new people starting, you need to be really careful about the amount of faces you do. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. I think the restream is kind of in the way, but oh wait, no, restream's at the bottom. Right, let me just shimmy that down, double check the size. Okay, that looks slightly better. We're gonna have to move how the finger looks because that looks a little weird there, but that looks better. Right, the faces, they're up here. Now, the maximum that you can have for a asset is 5,000. Ideally, I like to stay below 2,500. A lot of people wanted me to do more like what I was doing with Andy, where I was, you know, chopping his arms up, but each one of those little bits counts as a face. Think of like a dice. The dice has 6 faces. So when you make something like this, every single side is a face, and that soon adds up when you're trying to make 5 people and a bunch of other things, which is why a lot of stuff is more detailed on top of this, and try to keep as straight as possible while trying to give highlights through just different colors. So Jazz Wolf was the first one I made, and I tried to do as much with the legs to sort of give it like that dark imprint section. Hi Crazy Pow, how you doing? And Zuin, hey! Can anyone help me play this one? What do you need help with? It's the asset in the collection they have made for the new game jam. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to have a look in that into that for you, but I do suggest maybe popping into the Discord and asking there. Unfortunately, I am just kind of, you know, the VoxEdit streamy person, not so much the person you can ask a ton of things, because I don't know everything. I'm sorry. I answer as much as I can, and I'm sorry if I don't know the answer. I try. Right, we're gonna have to make this a little bit smaller. Could probably make it a bit longer. Have to be smaller. Also, oh, whoops. Also gonna have to change this right there. And take that number out. We'll give it a new number. We'll do 1. One zero. There we go. 10111111. Button right there. We'll change that to that. We'll add. Oh, whoops. Add a button there. Add a. No, we need to change that. Okay. Button. We'll put an orange button right there. We'll do a yellow, then we'll get the grays. We'll have like a bunch of grays down the bottom. Doop, 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 doop. No worries, we'll ask in Discord. Yeah, sorry I couldn't help. Right, so there we go. And we need to do like the speakery bit again. So we're gonna do, yeah, we can do it there. And then from here, we'll go doop, doop. Okay, guys, we got 5 minutes and the form will be closing. I will post it one more time for you guys. 5 minutes. Remember, if you have won a Wizzy already, please don't fill it out again because I will just have to re-roll. And that can be sad for everyone. Nice design, thank you. All right, let's just, we'll make the finger go just, oh, want the color of that, there, and, well, we're gonna have to do it a little bit longer so I can add the blood. There we go, we got the blood coming off. We'll just have the blood going down as well, that makes sense. Right. Let's color some blood on here, because we're just a little bit morbid, I guess. We'll add some lighter stains on there. A few patches, a little bit on the finger. Like little spots of pink blood. Dried going down. There we go. We'll make it, I think, yeah, this one's a bit nicer. Jazz Wolf, me and you both. I haven't got one yet. Right. There. Lovely. Lovely, lovely keyboard for Andy Ritchie right there. I cannot believe the keyboard has taken us almost an hour to make. That is insane. Okay, what I'm going to do, it's going to save us a bunch of time. Basically, these are kind of the perfect just width. So I'm going to find them in here. Right, so this is, I've called it triangle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click copy and I'm going to put it as key leg. And then it gets moved somewhere. Where have you gone? Key leg right up here. So I'm going to go off of the keyboard. I'm going to do leg set 1. Right there. Right. It's obviously not the right size or anything like that. We need it to be longer. So we're going to make it a 40. 40 looks a little bit too tall, but it should be fine. And then I want to lengthen it a bit. I want to make it a 10. And I think, oh, Andy, are you in the chat? Maybe I can make the leg color, the blue color that should like your color. I love how you put color gradient in all your assets. It gives it much more depth. Thank you. I do try. Okay, the Wizzy sheet is no longer accepting responses. We've had 72 responses, and I've got to remember how to do all that fun stuff. So you're gonna have to give me a little while once Andy has found his thing. And while Andy finds his thing, I will double check how I do this. So I do that. And oh, right, okay, yes, that's what I do. I then click, hey, I want to create a spreadsheet. Create a new spreadsheet. I'm super smart, obviously. And it'll be a random number generator. Yep. Ah, Andy, you're a superstar. Right, so I'm copying that color code Andy has given me. And we're gonna, oh, hello. Gonna be bright. Gonna do this and then have it go like that. And then double all the way down. Beautiful. Super bright. That is so bright. We also, yeah, that's too tall as well, but that's fine. I prefer things to be too tall. Now we just need to chop the legs down a little bit. Chop, 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 chop. Chop, 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 chop. And we make it skinny. And we center it. Double check where it's centered. Right, I want this to be, because this needs to be on the floor, so I'm actually going to put it at 0. It's still centered in the middle, so I can pivot it correctly, but it gets centered on the floor. And once again, that's still... I will be rotating it a little bit more, but I'm going to just knock it down 2 more. 1, 2, 1, 2. Do that. Grab the pivot. And we gotta move it. If you hold shift down, then you can drag it 0.5 either way. You? Huh? Hey, how are you? Oh, there we go. Great, thanks. Currently making a dragon. Oh, I want to see what the dragon looks like. Let me know what the dragon looks like. Okay, we're gonna turn it. Gonna give it a little bend. And gonna shimmy it. And shimmy it. And shimmy it. And shimmy it. And it's not quite touching the floor. Let's move it down 1 more. That's now touching. Beautiful. And then what we're going to do from there is I'm going to actually just duplicate that to leg set 2. Now we have a duplicate. And I'm just going to rotate it this way. And move it up, down, shake it all around. Move it. Move it. Move it. Okay, I've not quite tilted it the same. But we'll sort that out. Let's get this random number generator sorted. So up to there. Right, generate a number 9. Who is number 9? Number 9. So I grab this, I copy, I go to the Wizzy sheet, I paste that in to see. Oh wait, no, I've done it wrong. I've already done it wrong. I didn't even double check to we pretend that didn't happen. How do I organize columns? Right, how do I say, hey, go from A to Z? View, is it view? Oh, I'm super smart, I promise. How do I do this? Someone just lost a Wizzy. No one's lost a Wizzy. How do we re-enter? What do you mean re-enter? Like if you've entered, you've entered. You only if you don't win, you enter in the next one that there is. How do I organize from A to... Right, that person won anyway, because I can't see their thing come up on here. So they did win, and the winner was Oh no, who was the winner? Right, 0xd3. There we go. The winner is Deadbeat over on YouTube. Now, I don't do all of that stuff. Alex sends them out, so he'll send that to you when gas is a reasonable price. I'm just going to copy and paste all of this in. I am so sorry. I think that's all the information I put on the sheet. Oh, I need to put that you were on YouTube. That it was on mine, and that it happened on... Oh, you guys do the month first. That's so confusing. 09, 06, 21. Right. And I can't remember if I highlight you yellow or not, but we'll leave that how that is. So congrats, Deadbeat. Oh wait, that was me typing that. I was like, wait, who typed Deadbeat is the winner? But I'll sort all that stuff out later. Anyway, I've got to get this sorted. I think the best course of action is if I set this to 0, 0, right? I need to set this so it can all be straight. We've still got 5 more minutes, guys. 5 more minutes, right? How do I? Where's 0? Okay, you're on the drunkenness, and set you. Oh, I don't like... Right, just go back to how I had you. We'll work it out. Right. You're a little bit low down, so I'm going to tilt you slightly more. I'm going to shimmy you up. Shimmy you across. That looks about right. You're not touching the floor anymore. And we'll rotate you a little bit that way. I think that looks about... That doesn't look right at all. No, you need to be right there. Right. Take you up slightly. Shimmy down. Right. That is now on the floor. Then wait, it just appears that you right click on the pivot tool to drop down box it appears. On what? I just learned... Oh, if you just learned that if you right click on the pivot tool, a drop box. Yeah. Wait, did you... Yeah, I've said that so many times. Jazz, where have you been? Yeah, right click, or it's not right click. Yeah, it is right click. Yeah, set to floor or set to center. That was something new I got told, and I'd been saying it so many times because it's so handy. Also, when doing animations, you can click control, left click to select things. So hold control down and you can just drag and it will select everything. You forgot. Yeah, it's one of those things where if you're not doing it all the time, it doesn't always stick in your brain. Oh, right. This is irritating me. I'm actually going to delete that and just duplicate a second time. Leg set 2. Just so I can get it in the right place. Right, because this is on a tilt, I think the best course of action is to straighten it up Do you know what? We're gonna redo all of this fun stuff. Because the legs should be edited. So this is going to be the easiest thing to do. I want this to be... create. I'm just going to do keyboard, and then off of the keyboard, put the legs. So we're going to put the keyboard there. Move the keyboard this way, move it up, up, close. Right, and then off of the keyboard, create child node, leg set 1. Move that there. Then from that, and rotate it. Move it down. And have it stand there. Then we're going to duplicate it, leg set 2. Gonna have it there. Then from here, what we can do is just move it. So this wants to move to 100. This wants to move to 80. Then we grab the keyboard and rotate the whole thing. So much easier. Although that's not particularly straight, so I'm gonna move that. So why are you not going back to 100? $90, not 100. There. Right, and that needs to go 1 in and then go out. There, perfect. Okay, much happier with that. Now we rotate it round. Looks about the right height. Is it a bit too tall? I think it might be a bit too tall. We can make it a bit smaller. Oh wait. There, right, so we need to chop the legs down. And luckily, because they're duplicated, they chop down on both sides. Whatever I do to this one, it will do it automatically to the other one. Once again, do that, and there we go. They're in the floor, it's perfect height. Right, we are done. We're done for this stream. Let me just get all this fun stuff up. Right, I hope you enjoyed that. We didn't get as much done, so what I'm going to do is I will get the drum set ready, and next week we will concentrate on animation. So I'll have the drum set ready, I'll have them pretty much in place, and all of next week we'll do the animations, stuff like that. So yeah, that will be fun. If you're looking to know more about the animation, make sure to tune in. Remember, it's 6 p.m. GMT UTC. Convert to whatever your local time is. another plug. I will be streaming tomorrow from 6 p.m. GMT for 2 hours, and it will be 2 hours full of VoxEdit. Yay, VoxEdit, 2-hour VoxEdit stream. Yes, 6 p.m. GMT UTC, so join in for that. Make sure to follow Sandbox on all of its socials, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, and all that fun stuff. Tune in on Wednesday for the next live Sandbox show. And yeah, until then, have a good morning, afternoon, evening. Goodbye. And bye, Andy, Jazz, Maud, sorry, saying your name wrong, Mark, Joseph, Crazy Power, and everyone else that has been here, Purple Lioness. Goodbye.